Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's on many minds: how to tell if a woman is sexually attracted to you. Now, let's be real. Understanding these signs can be tricky, and getting it wrong can lead to some pretty awkward situations. Maybe you've been in that position before, thinking you've got the green light, only to find out that you've completely misread the situation. Trust me, you're not alone. Studies show that men often misinterpret friendly gestures as something more, and that can lead to some uncomfortable or even embarrassing encounters. But don't worry, this video is here to help you navigate this complicated terrain and save you from potential embarrassment. Today, we'll share with you some signs that a woman might be sexually attracted to you. These aren't foolproof, of course, but they're pretty good indicators, so stick around because you won't want to miss this. And hey, if you've ever found yourself on the wrong end of rejection, don't sweat it. There's a video available that'll help you deal with that too. But today, let's focus on decoding those subtle and not so subtle signs that a woman might be into you sexually. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you find this content helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. All right, let's get into it. Before getting into the signs, it's crucial to emphasize one thing: always proceed with caution. So, the last thing you want is to misread a situation and end up in an uncomfortable or even legally tricky situation. Misreading the signs can lead to awkwardness, hurt feelings, or worse. If you're ever in doubt about whether she's interested, just ask. It's always better to clarify than to make a move you'll regret. This is especially important in today's world, where boundaries and consent are key topics. Always be respectful and never assume anything based solely on a hunch. If you're unsure, err on the side of caution. But with that said, let's get into some of the signs that might indicate she's interested in more than just friendship. Sign 1. Lip focus. When a woman is sexually attracted to you, one of the things she might do is focus on your lips. She's drawn to the way your lips move, how you speak, and how you express yourself. It's almost like she's mesmerized by the way your mouth forms words. If you notice her eyes flicking from your lips to your eyes and back again, especially when the conversation doesn't require it, that could be a big clue that she's attracted to you. Women often look at a man's lips when they're thinking about what it might be like to kiss them. It's a natural reaction when there's physical attraction. However, as with all these signs, it's important to be cautious. Just because she's looking at your lips doesn't automatically mean she's ready for you to make a move. Context is everything. Is she leaning in closer? Is there a noticeable tension in the air? These additional cues can help confirm whether she's genuinely interested or just happens to be focusing on your lips. Sign 2. Close proximity. Have you ever noticed that she always seems to find a way to sit next to you, even when there are other seats available? If she's constantly in your personal space, whether her shoulder brushes against yours, her hips touch your thigh, or she's always standing close enough that you can feel her presence, it's a strong indicator that she's comfortable with you and might be attracted to you. Women are generally very aware of their personal space, especially when it comes to men. If she's consistently finding ways to get closer to you, it's a sign that she feels safe and comfortable around you, which is a big part of sexual attraction. However, context is key. If you're on a crowded bus or at a function where seats are limited, don't assume she's into you just because she's sitting nearby. Look for repeated, intentional efforts to be close, such as moving closer when there's plenty of space or leaning in when she talks to you. Sign 3. Subconscious touching. Another significant sign of sexual attraction is subconscious touching. When a woman likes you, she often can't help but touch you. This could be a playful push on the shoulder, running her fingers through your beard, adjusting your tie, or even lightly brushing her hand against yours. These gestures are often subconscious. She might not even realize she's doing them, but they signal a level of comfort and attraction. Physical touch is one of the most direct ways to express interest. If she's touching you in these ways, it's likely she's into you. But remember, don't rush to reciprocate immediately. Let her set the pace and gauge her reaction to light touches before making any bold moves. Building sexual tension can actually work in your favor. If you hold back a little, it can create an air of mystery and anticipation. This can make the eventual touch or move even more powerful because it's been building up over time. However, there's a fine line between being patient and being passive. You don't want to wait so long that she starts to think you're not interested. Pay attention to her body language and how she reacts to your touches. If she leans in, touches you back, or seems to enjoy the contact, that's a good sign to continue. Sign 4, frequent smiling. Smiling is a universal sign of happiness, but if she's smiling a lot around you, even when you're not trying to be funny, it's a positive sign. A woman who is sexually attracted to you is likely to smile more often in your presence. This isn't just about laughing at your jokes, it's about genuinely enjoying your company and the time you spend together. If she's constantly smiling, especially during moments when there's no obvious reason to, it's a strong indicator that she feels good around you. It could be that she's smiling because she's thinking about how much she likes you, or she's happy to be spending time with you. This kind of smile is often accompanied by other positive body language signs, like leaning in, maintaining eye contact, or even blushing slightly. However, don't overinterpret every smile as a come on. People smile for all sorts of reasons, and it's possible that she's just being friendly. It's the combination of smiling with other signs, like prolonged eye contact, touching, or proximity, that will give you a clearer picture of her feelings. Sign 5, sending sexy content. In today's digital age, a lot of flirting happens over text, social media, and messaging apps. If she's comfortable enough to send you a sexy or suggestive photo or video, this is probably the most obvious sign that she's interested in something more. Sending these kinds of messages can be nerve-wracking for a woman, so if she's doing it, she's likely attracted to you in a big way. Now, let's be clear. This is not about unsolicited explicit content. We're talking about playful, flirty messages that hint at attraction without crossing any lines. Maybe she sends you a picture where she looks especially good, or a video where she's being playful and cute. These are strong indicators that she's trying to get your attention in a sexual way. When you receive these kinds of messages, don't hesitate. Take the hint and escalate things appropriately. You could respond with a compliment, a flirty message of your own, or even suggest hanging out sometime soon. The key is to match her energy without coming on too strong. However, be mindful of her comfort level. If she's testing the waters with a flirty message, she might not be ready for an overtly sexual response right away. Gauge her reactions and build up the tension gradually. This way, you can keep the interaction fun and exciting without risking making her uncomfortable. Sign 6, constant communication. Does she find every excuse to text you, laugh at your social media posts, or slide into your DMs? This constant need to communicate could be her way of staying connected and signaling interest. If she's always trying to catch your attention online, it's a good sign she's interested in more than just casual conversation. Women often use communication as a way to build and strengthen connections. If she's reaching out frequently, initiating conversations, or finding reasons to keep the dialogue going, it's likely that she enjoys talking to you and wants to keep you in her life. This kind of behavior is especially telling if she's reaching out with little things, like commenting on your stories, sending you memes, or just checking in to see how your day is going. These small gestures show that you're on her mind and that she's interested in maintaining a connection. Another thing to watch for is how quickly she responds to your messages. If she's replying promptly and keeping the conversation flowing, it's a good sign that she's eager to talk to you. On the flip side, if she's taking a long time to respond or giving short, uninterested replies, it might be a sign that she's not as engaged. Sign 7, heavy flirting. Finally, let's talk about flirting. There's the subtle kind where you might have to guess her intentions, and then there's the in-your-face, undeniable kind. If she's heavily flirting, whether by dancing provocatively with you at a club, making bold, suggestive comments, or finding ways to physically engage with you, it's a strong sign she's sexually attracted to you. Heavy flirting is usually pretty obvious. She might be making direct eye contact, touching you frequently, or even making jokes or comments that have a sexual undertone. If she's doing these things, she's probably giving you the green light to take things to the next level. But, as always, start by testing the waters. Even if she's flirting heavily, it's still important to be respectful and make sure she's comfortable. A misstep here could lead to awkwardness or rejection, so make sure you're reading the situation right. One way to test the waters is by responding with light flirting of your own. See how she reacts. Does she flirt back, or does she seem to pull away? Her response will give you a good indication of whether she's interested in taking things further. And there you have it. These are some of the key signs that a woman might be sexually attracted to you. Remember, every situation is unique, so stay tuned to her cues and proceed with respect. Attraction can be complex, and it's not always easy to decipher, but with these tips, you should have a better idea of when she's interested. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Until next time, stay sharp and stay respectful.